You don't want to know. It rained cats and dog on our wedding day. Yes, guess what? You do not even tell them about how we took bike in the morning to church.
We looked for
Jesus.
See, this wedding. We were supposed to get a car. That day, the car did not come. We opted for another one. The car got spoiled.
Yes, and then we now said, okay, let's book Uber.
So we stayed there. We were trying to book. They kept canceling.
Our parents were waiting early in the morning. They were waiting. Pastors were already waiting for us.
Wedding is not for the week.
I just said, whoa, babe, let's take bike, Jare.
but what pained me most was that we didn't even take video.
We didn't take video. I wish we took video of that moment, because it's a lot of people will not believe it, but
most of you will not know, but this was what
happened on that day, and it was raining. It started drizzling on that morning.
Imagine seeing your wife on our wedding gown on bike. God, I won't cry.
Beautiful Ora fams, you're welcome to our YouTube channel, and we are the Orifles. This is more than a channel. This is a place and a space where we share real moments, real life lessons, and we have fun and grow as a family. So if you're new here, you're welcome. Please kindly like, share, and subscribe. And for our existing subscribers, Thank you so much. Kindly share and also subscribe to our YouTube channel.
They subscribed already.
Okay.
Share
and like and comment. So today, babe, what are we talking about today?
It's our preparation for the wedding.
Yes, we're going to be talking about how we prepared for our wedding. You know, in our previous videos, we spoke about our vendors, and now I think it's actually appropriate for us to talk about how we prepared for our wedding.
What we prioritized and
yes. So let's take you back a bit, like giving you a backstory.
Okay.
My family is actually based in Abuja, and his family is based here in Lagos. So of course, for we to have the wedding, we had to travel all the way to Abuja for the wedding. And we just thought to ourselves, how are we going to do it? And you know, most of our friends are here in Lagos. So
that even made it more difficult for us.
Yes, and then we came up with a plan. And what is that plan? I think you should tell them the plan.
All right, so the plan was, having looked at, you know, the pros and the cons and the distance and the people that were involved, so we said, why not we have the shoots first here in Lagos, and then we now go for the wedding in Abuja. We want that wedding day stress. So we wanted a situation whereby when we go for the wedding, everything will be smooth, no rush, you have to, photographers will start calling you here and there. So we had to just derive a plan, and then the plan was to have the shoot in Lagos, the wedding shoot in Lagos, the pre-wedding. In fact, we had two pre-wedding shoots. We had the one with our attires, the white tradition and the wedding, and the Edo. Then we now had the courts outfits too. So we had to do that one here in Lagos. Then we now went to Abuja for the wedding.
So yes, he's actually correct. We had our wedding photo shoot here in Lagos, and the reason why we did this is because you know that the normal wedding paparazzi and all that, you know, all the stress of the photographer coming to snap in the morning, all those things, they will not be rushing you as a couple. They will be rushing you here and there. Your mom will be saying, the pastor is ready, they will soon close the church, they will soon do that.
Pastor will tell you that if you don't come on time, he will wear the chair.
They will wear the chair. So we didn't want that kind of thing. We didn't want it at all. So we just had to plan well. We just sat down and were like, babe, what's the best option for us? Because traveling to and fro to Abuja, I hate traveling. I hate traveling by road. So it was just hectic, and then we just said, you know what, let's just have our photo shoot here in Lagos. So automatically it felt like we had two weddings.
Yes, actually, because we prepared for the wedding.
we prepared for the wedding. So we picked a date. The first thing we did was to pick a date for our shoot. So we said, okay, when do we want to have this shoot? I think we had our shoot in July. Initially we were supposed to have the shoot July 9th, but because of some reasons we couldn't hold the shoot that time, so we had to postpone the date to the next week. So we had our shoot around that July. And we started planning since
March,
since February, March. So we started saving up and we started planning towards that. So got so good, we had money coming in at that time, and we immediately money was coming in at that time, we just started channeling we
channeled the money
we just started channeling the money to different places. We started paying the vendors, the ones we could pay instrumental, we paid. We called our photographer, we have some amount on ground, please take this amount.
The videographer
take our okuku by Bumi take. So we started paying these vendors. There were not like we paid all of them instrumental. No, there were some we paid at once, while some we had to pay twice. Yes. Because remember we said we were working with a budget. So apparently we had to plan it very well, and I'm so happy that we really planned our shoots, because after the result came out, everybody was like,
So
how did you guys do it?
So fun fact, on the wedding day, so we said nobody should post anything.
Yes, we had to beg the vendors.
The wedding day.
Yes.
Now, sorry for cutting short. So on the wedding, after we finished the church, we now posted. I think that's when we posted. We didn't post the church. No, after we finished the church, we now posted the picture of the church.
Yes.
So when people saw it, they were like, and don't forget, we made content that day.
Like we had time. It was a full day shoot because we had the photo shoot in Lagos, and that's why I always advise people or couples, if you want to get married, if you know that your family is patient enough to give you time to take pictures and videos on your wedding day, please go ahead, go for it. But if you know that it's going to be rush, I would just advise that you and your husband plan your shoots, your personal wedding shoots.
Plan it before then.
Plan it before your wedding day.
And that will always be my advice.
I know that
people that comes to me.
Yes,
that was my advice.
But I know that people will say, double expenses. You will now be paying for everything twice. I understand, right? But the purpose of all this is so that you can have good. Because what's the point of doing a wedding without having good pictures, having good memories to keep as a couple? So we were so intentional about our pictures and our videos, and we really thank God, because like we said in our first video, God really came through for us. And after choosing our vendors, we started paying. So the first thing we did was to pay for the Ashoke, right?
So the Ashoke we paid for. Then after Ashoke, we now paid for Damaris.
We paid for Damaris. Then after that, we paid for Okuku, and then for his Agbada, the Yoruba attire, and then we paid for the makeup. Even the gele, the gele artist. Oh, she's an amazing person.
We
didn't mention her in our vendors. This thing, we are so sorry. Our gele artist she's good. And it was Michael that actually called her. He brought her. She was part of Michael's team, and she did an exceptional job with the gele. I loved my gele so. But that's the first time that I would tie that kind of gele in my life.
You need to see the gele.
They already seen it now. See it there. But I think we'll put bureau pictures like so that you will see more actual pictures. So everything was so good. So we prepared for our wedding. So we had a Lagos. Should we call it Lagos wedding? Then Abuja wedding, because
it's not like a wedding, because we made preparations for welfare. So we have to just make sure we do it.
Yes, yes.
And I, for a person, I don't like stress, and I wouldn't want to see that day we are not stable, because of course a photographer will love keeping memories. So one thing that was a priority for us was memories, and the best way you can capture that and have those memories you seek is if you do your shoots before your wedding.
Just be intentional. However you want to have your wedding shoot, or just be intentional about pictures, about videos. That was one thing that we did not we did not joke about.
We didn't joke about that.
We didn't joke about our outfits. We had to like just put in our best. Even though we were working with a budget, we still had to put in our best.
So the key takeaway is, regardless of whatever your wedding, if you want to have your shoots the same day or you want to have it a day before, be intentional about memories. Prioritize
your pictures.
Prioritize your picture. These pictures are the memories you have. These pictures are what you will look back, and then you will see yourself. When you see those pictures, it reminds you of that day. It's just like playback. So you are seeing yourself again in those outfits. Do you understand? So prioritize pictures, prioritize memories.
Not just pictures, prioritize your outfit as well. You know,
very important.
Just ensure that you have good outfits, good pictures, good videos, and you will be happy with yourself after the whole wedding stress and everything. But then you're looking at your pictures and your videos, you'll be happy and everything will go smoothly. Do you understand? So our wedding plan was very, very amazing. We planned our shoots first before we now traveled to Abuja for the main wedding. And my friend Marion, she did my makeup for free. And I really appreciate Marion. My friend T Nice came all the way in Abuja to MC for the wedding in Abuja. And my big aunties, everybody was so intentional.
We actually took a very, very big risk because wedding was in September. We had the pre-wedding shoot in July. In fact,
not pre-wedding shoot,
the wedding shoot.
Actual wedding shoot, yes, in July. So it was a risk because what if we go break up between that time? So it was scary. At some point, I was like, Mama no go break up because all the vendors go say, "Waiting go up, what's going on?" Because at some point,
it was a very, very big issue too.
Apart from it being a risk, it was not like a bad risk, but you know, let's assume that it was a couple that they are not sure of themselves and they don't know what they want, and so they are not seeing themselves getting married.
There'll be lots of money,
time,
clothes,
everything.
We don't even sew clothes.
We don't sew clothes. We don't snap. We don't do everything, and then we're just. In fact, on the day of the shoot, it felt like wedding day. It felt like our wedding day.
Our wedding day, actually.
And then everybody around us, our friends, I'm sure they'll be wondering, these guys, they get mind though. These guys, they get mind though. At some point, I told my husband, well, like my fiancé then, if we go break up, we'll just call Yomi Visual and say, bro, you see those pictures? Just use and do it.
Wedding model.
Shoots. But we thank God it didn't end like that. And we are finally here today and we are married.
Before the wedding, we had series of quarrel.
Hey!
But
we fight.
That's just one idea. So,
disputes, many. At some point, I said, you know what? I ain't doing it again. But we thank God that we are here today. Yes. So after we had our wedding photo shoot in Lagos, it was now time for the wedding. We also planned for that. So our initial plan was to use the sitting room just for enclosed like family and friends.
Yes.
But surprisingly, we finally ended up using a hall. Like my big auntie spoke to her pastor and they allowed us to use the church hall.
And before then, what happened was we checked the weather forecast. And in fact, that was what even made us, change the plan. So when we saw that day it was going to rain, we now told our big auntie that this is what weather is saying. It will rain heavily. So not even small, like
emphasis on heavily.
She said, you know what? I will pull strings. I will talk to someone, and she
will talk to her pastor.
And then she spoke to her pastor, and that was how we got hall. Guess what? It fell heavily that day. Like
you don't want to know. It rained cats and dog on our wedding day.
We just thank God because at every point, God led us. God led us to making some decisions.
Yes, guess what? You do not even tell them about how we took bike in the morning to church.
We looked for
Jesus.
See, this wedding. We were supposed to get a car. That day, the car did not come. We opted for another one. The car got spoiled.
Yes, and then we now said, okay, let's book Uber.
So we stayed there. We were trying to book. They kept cancelling.
Our parents were waiting early in the morning. They were waiting. Pastors were already waiting for us.
Wedding is not for the week.
I just said, "Whoa, babe, let's take bike, Jare."
But what pained me most was that we didn't even take
We
video.
didn't take video. I wish we took video of that moment, because it's a very it's a lot of people will not believe it, but
Most of you will not know, but this was what really
this
happened.
was what happened
We
on
entered
that
bike.
day, and it was raining. It started drizzling on that morning.
Imagine seeing your wife on our wedding gown on bike. God, I won't cry.
So, like,
That was what
guys, so we took bike. I was on my white. I was changed to my white dress already for church,
church.
and well, it is what it is.
We're married.
We're married. It
But
is
thank-
what it is.
only
If we
to-
didn't say it, nobody will know.
You would not know.
Except our close family and our big sisters and friends that was around. Marion, oh my God, my friends they were so helpful. Marion was amazing.
God bless you, Marion. God
All
bless
my
you.
Bonnie sisters,
Sister
God
Tosin.
bless you. Auntie Tosin, Olori, everybody, my
God-
big
God
mummies,
bless
big dad.
you.
God
You
bless
guys-
everybody.
Kenny.
God bless.
I just remembered Kenny now.
Oh,
Kenny
God.
is an amazing person.
Amazing guy.
person,
Amazing guy. We had the whole set up. The decorator came. We spoke to the decorator. They gave us the bill. Guess what? We didn't have all the money, but at that point, God was just.
God was bringing, as in
God was
funds
just
started coming.
fun-
And huge thank you to everyone who supported.
Yes.
Thank you so much, because it was just God that orchestrated everything.
Everything.
All right, because we needed funds, and at every point in time that we needed funds came. In fact, there was one that happened. I think I've shared this before, but not on this channel. We needed about, how much did we need that? I think we needed about 50,000.
50,000, yes.
And then
50,000 naira.
50,000 naira. So a friend called us for a meeting, so we went there. Now for some reasons we're trying to get something, so we didn't even get that day.
Yes.
And I just know it was God at work.
Yes.
We wanted to buy something to eat. We checked everywhere. We didn't see what we wanted to eat.
So he now said, you
like
know
the
what?
food was not even it was not pleasing to our eyes.
Yes. And then he now said, you know what?
Let's book ride. Let's go to another place.
let's book a ride and go to town.
town
It was in
and get
Abuja to get food to eat. And then we got there, and after we finished eating, it was time to leave.
Was it?
Yes,
after
it was
God?
time to leave.
No, it was when we were going there. It was when we were going there that we booked ride. That you now looked at the person that came to pick us.
Oh,
You remember?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So apparently the person that came to pick us knows her.
Yes.
And
very tight.
Very tight person, very tight.
He does Uber as well. Big guy,
Fresh guy.
Fresh. And then he picked us. Guess what? He didn't even collect money that day.
And then he asked her that, okay, fine. I didn't
He
come
missed
for
the
your
wedding. Yes, he was supposed to be around for the wedding.
So he said, since he didn't come for the wedding, he would like to support. He asked for account number, and guess what?
Immediately
He sent the exact money we needed
for
that
that
purpose. And
God
then when
is
the money
good.
when the money came in like this, immediately we sent it.
And that's why we always say that
God is our source.
God is our source.
God is our source.
God is our source. And we really thank God for the gift of men. The gift of men, God was amazing. He brought men into our lives,
lives,
that
yes.
blessed us, and for everyone that supported us, that gave
God
us
bless you.
money for
One or two things.
one or two things for
support the
this to
wedding.
support this wedding. God bless you so much.
So much.
God bless you.
God bless
and
you.
we love you all so much.
much.
So if you watch this video to the end,
Please.
mwah, thumbs up to
Like,
you.
subscribe.
And that'll be the end of this video. Let us know if you want us to talk about anything in the comment section, and we'll be talking about how we met. I know that's what everybody wants to talk about, but don't worry. In our next video, we're going to talk about that. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.